Hey everybody, this is Annette Dion. How are you doing? It is, what day is it? It's Monday, January, it's taking me a little while. January 4th, 2021. I really had to think about it. I am not in my usual location. I decided to do a little getaway. I'm up in New Hampshire. It's a beautiful day. Snow up here. Not very cold. Sun's going to be setting in about 2 hours. I don't know if I can show you out the window. I think that I can. I don't know what you're seeing because I'm not looking, but it's nice. It's nice here. I'm in Jaffrey's, New Hampshire. Just on a whim. So I know I haven't been here for a while. I'm just going to load this video as soon as I'm done with it. Here on Facebook, maybe on YouTube too, but there's a lot going down and I just really needed to do a reading. Oh my goodness. Just, the past 4 years, I think it's just been a theme. Just when you think that it can't get any worse, it gets worse. In a way, we're lucky. In a way, America is lucky. And what I want to say about that is, we're lucky because he's so dumb. I know that might sound like a crazy thing to say, but I think some of you out there are with me. He has committed, he who shall not be named, here I'm back again, PNN, I almost called it CNN, PNN, Psychic News Network. We always refer to the so-called president as he who shall not be named. So, and I have my nope button on today. Let me see if I can get you to see it. It says nope with the hair on top. That call to the Georgia Secretary of State was just, don't ask me how to say his name. It ends in anger. Anyway, good for him for being a Republican, but being an American before being a Republican, being a patriot before being a Republican. And it's not bad to be a Republican, but the Republican Party is in crisis right now. They're split. So they've split into the autocrats and the Republicans. The genuine patriotic Republicans like Mitt Romney and Cheney and there's a few others that are actually good people that are, old school Republicans, which I have a lot of respect for. Obviously, I'm a Democrat. If you've been watching me, you know this. And so was he who shall not be named before he became president, before he ran for president. So I am shuffling the cards to ask a few questions. And one is, if we are going to, this is why I want to do the reading. It's the eve of Election Day in Georgia, and that will determine whether the Democrats take the Senate. And we have a lot of tumultuousness and forms of threats of violence. So that's what I really want to address. And if you look at my timeline, Church of Spirituality yesterday, I did a meditation during our service that was online on Facebook, and it was specifically addressing the situation that's going on in America right now and intending and praying for peace, because he who shall not be named is calling for violence on the streets. I mean, we know he said for Proud Boys to stand up and stand by, or stand back and stand by, which is a call to arms, literally. And he's actually wanting for armed Americans to protest on Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. When it's official that Biden is the next president, and a few short weeks later, less than 3 weeks, it's a mess. And he who shall not be named is really making it a mess, because that's what he does. He's a chaos creator. So I'm going to read some cards, and on my drive up here, I must say, I saw some signs, flags and signs, Make America Great Again, and all that. And it's very disheartening when we see that so much of the country has inadvertently, I don't know, realizing it or not realizing it. I don't know if they're aware that supporting him is supporting us not being a democracy anymore. I think that some people are really uneducated, and it's very sad. Like, they don't know what they're voting for. They don't know the signs and the symptoms of an autocrat and a dictator. They don't know what that is. In a way, we're very, America's very sheltered from the rest of the world because we're surrounded by ocean. We're kind of an island unto ourselves, and he's made us even more so. But it's, we really do have to pray and intend that people wake up, because we don't want Kim Jong-un. We don't want a dictator. We don't want Fidel Castro. I mean, what happens is that, these dictators, the people are basically slaves. And that's what almost half of the country voted for, and we dodged a bullet, and it didn't happen. He did not get reelected. So we have to know that there are angels protecting us, and there are guides, but we that know better, we that know that we need to remain a democracy, God, please. Maybe we take too much for granted. We who know have to stand up. This is the time for us to stand up and, be ready to not be violent, but to be on a huge campaign to educate the American public, and a huge movement, and I mean a huge movement, to get reality to be the thing that's being broadcast. And maybe it's unrealistic to say everywhere, but for the lies and the inciting violent statements, provoking violent statements are banned. And that which is, like cool to be, is smart and progressive and listening to science. And my God, do we need to listen to science. So it's very upsetting that almost half of the country voted for the opposite of democracy, and the opposite of adhering to science, and the opposite of helping each other. And I don't think that a lot of them know it, and we got a lot of praying to do. Anyway, that having been said, I'm going to pick 3 cards, and I'm going to ask about how it's going to turn out on Wednesday, if there will in fact be violence, and please pray for there not to be. Okay, so, and I wish I was live right now, because you guys could be asking me questions, but if you have any questions, you can post them, and I can do another video maybe tomorrow and answer the questions. Of course, your questions must be, who's going to win these elections? Is it going to be Ossoff and Warnock? And we'll see. So, okay, so it's going to look really bad. It's going to look bad. That's what I want to say. But this is the administration. This is he who shall not be named. This is this current administration really having no leg to stand on. See, there's a cripple there. Really not having a leg to stand on, and really being out of funds. The big money is not there anymore. It used to be. And this is another card that indicates, poverty, being impoverished, not having anything left. So that's the administration right now. And these senators that have no right, have no business being called senators, that are basically, they're planning a coup of our democracy. I had said in a reading recently, I had said that soon we will see all these, like the Jim Johnsons and the Mark Meadows and the Marco Rubio, and there's so many. The one was, his name starts with a G. I get in my psychic brain, I can't remember people's names. But anyway, Gomer, yes, that's who I'm trying to think of. And Matt Gaetz, and all those guys are going to jail. I mean, that's my psychic impression. That's what I get about that. So, take heart. Just keep the prayers going. Keep the intending going. Keep the peaceful vibration going. That can make all the difference. I'm not kidding. This is science. The card that I get for the outcome is the 9 of Pentacles. Biden and Kamala will get in on the 20th. But this is the crap that we have to go through first. But the question was, will there be violence? There'll be a mess. I don't see death, but there'll be a mess. And I do see people being arrested and going to jail. So something is going to happen. It's not going to be, oh, everyone decided not to show up. But if we pray and intend, they won't show up. A lot of them won't show up. Of course, some will. I mean, recently I saw a Trump flag with, and you may have seen this before, with his name, Make America Great Again, and a depiction of, Trump with looking like Rambo, and it's just like, what are we promoting here? Really amazing, I'm telling you what. So we'll do another little bit of a reading on who's gonna win on Tuesday. When I was asked this previously, I said that I did see Ossoff winning. I think he's going to beat Perdue. Perdue's got too much working against him. Warnock and Loeffler, a few weeks ago, I saw a neck-and-neck race for them. I do feel like there's cheating going on, and I feel like there is going to be a recount of that one. And, gosh, I don't have my pendulum. I should have brought my pendulum. But anyway, remembered everything else. Okay, so let's see. We're going to just do a reading. Okay, Ossoff. What's going to happen with that? We'll just pick 2 cards about Ossoff. Oh, well, maybe it's that side that's going to be. At first, with Ossoff, it's going to look very close, and this is the card of the tie. If there's any card in the tarot that's about a tie, it's this. It's not a tie, but there's going to be the truth not being revealed right away. So there's going to be a time of, well, we don't know, just like after the November 3rd election. Well, we don't know. We didn't know till November 7th officially. And then this is Ossoff. He's going to win. He's going to take it home because of the money. And now we will read for Loeffler. I cannot stand that woman. She's so fake. So fake. I mean, I have had a hard time as a psychic with the fakeness and the lies, and it's just like, you just want to go. Anyway, I digress. Let's see what's going to happen with them. Oh, I got 3 cards. Justice. The lies will be revealed. Loeffler's not going to win. It's going to be a time of soul searching and self-reflection on Georgia. On do we want to take care of our people or not? Definitely, that's what that's about. And then the Hierophant, the higher road. This is interesting because he's a reverend. And this is the card of the the authority of God, of somebody who's God-centered. So yeah, I would say that I had it mixed up because it looks like Ossoff is going to be looking like a tie, but the only reason it will be looking like a tie is because of cheating. It's so ironic that these Republicans saying, oh, there's voter fraud. They're the ones that are cheating. It's called projection. We all know what that is, right? So I feel like with him, it's going to be decided, even though they'll make it look murky. And with Warnock, it'll be not a dead ringer right away, even though just like Biden won in a landslide, and they're saying that was close. No, he won in a landslide. Warnock, he's got the angels right with him. Not that Ossoff doesn't, because he does. I think they'll both win. I think they'll both take it. And there's going to be violence in the streets. When I look at it, it's going to be like the Black Lives Matter protests, where there was some. It wasn't a ton, but there were some fatalities. So tragic. What we've witnessed in this country is it's like the big reveal. These past 4 years have been like the big reveal to the extreme, and let's just thank our lucky stars that he who shall not be named has been so stupid. He must have known that phone call was being recorded, but I got to listen to the whole hour last night, and it was I had to keep doing that. I had to keep pushing my jaw because it was jaw dropping. It was I'm incredulous. I cannot believe that just when you think it can't get any worse, there he goes getting worse. Anyway, so this is Annette Dion with the Psychic News Network with the special edition. Please have a beautiful day. It's kind of, the day's winding down. I don't know what time it is. I'm in the mountains. It's Monday in the mountains. I'll be back tomorrow. I might do a vid tomorrow and see how things are going. So I just wanted to check in with you in case you were freaking out. Be peaceful. Namaste. See you soon.